Hi, this is Chris Arrow, Nautilus Architects, Old Lyme, Connecticut. This is Architecture Talks, and today we're back at this house in Essex. We were here the other day with my associate Luigi, and I thought this house had a couple of other things I wanted to point out. Even though the project has not started other than some demolition, and it will be a great project. It's going to last probably a year. We're going to do basically a cosmetic makeover of the whole outside, and the interior is pretty much gutted. One of the things I wanted to mention was that this house falls into the category of one that I selected with the homeowners to purchase. It's a service that we provide oftentimes really for our own benefit as much as the clients, because we don't want someone to buy a house and then come to us and say, we want you to renovate this house we just bought. What do you think of it? And we say, well, we wish you hadn't bought that house because it's got some inherent problems that are going to be difficult for us to solve. This way, if we're involved before the purchase, we can go around and look at them and give them our advice on whether it makes sense for what they're contemplating, whether they should move forward with the purchase. So that was the case here, and one of the things that the homeowners were interested in was finding a house that was suitable for their handicapped son. So he's in a wheelchair, and we needed something that was going to accommodate him. He's 20 years old, so he wants to be in the house, but with his own kind of separate living space, not on top of anyone, and also able to freely move about and get in and out of the house as well. So this house is sort of a rambling cape that is long and narrow. There's one main living area, and then there's a lower level that's a walkout on the back side. So there's, even though it's a quote-unquote basement, it has connection to the outside with windows and everything along a lot of the lower level. So that was where he would be living, and there's also a huge bathroom down there, which was kind of an unusual feature that really fell into our laps as something that would easily convert to an accessible bathroom environment for him. So we thought this was a good choice. But the first thing that we had to do was figure out how we're going to get him into the house, and so that led to the creation of various schemes of ramping systems that would accommodate that. And so we were able to come up with a great solution whereby there'll be one ramp that comes up along the edge of the house here, and it comes up to a covered porch landing, which will be bluestone, which is what this material is here. But that porch will be up at the height of the main floor, which is in there. You can see this space was probably an exterior breezeway at one time, and then it got these doors, and so it got sealed in, but it's nevertheless at a lower level. So we're going to build that level up to the main floor, and so when he comes up outside, he'll come in the front door, which will be bluestone in the mudroom as well. It'll just have like a thermal break under the door so that cold isn't transferred in through the bluestone, and it also has some kind of grate outside so that wind-driven rain will fall down, won't come up to or underneath the bottom of the door. But that way, when the doors open, there'll be no threshold, there'll be no level change. He'll just roll right in to the house, and then once he's in there, he's free to move about on this level. The other thing we needed to do, anytime you're designing any kind of vertical circulation, be it a stair or an elevator, is always a primary consideration, one of the first things that you're going to look at in your design. So here we have an elevator that's going from this level to the lower level, and this location for the elevator is perfect because if he comes in and he just wants to go down to his own space, he can come in, there'll be a door on this side at this level, and then when he gets down to the lower level, he just goes out a door on the other side and continues down through the basement. And coming from the basement, the reverse would happen. He'd get in on the lower level, come up, land here, and come out here. And you can see he wouldn't even be able to come down and come out the same side here because this is just slab on grade. Again, this was just an exterior space, so there's no basement under here anyway. So that really works perfectly. Other things that we needed to think about, of course, are excessively wide doorways, 2'10" wide doorways, and accessible toilets and sinks, and Showers, obviously, will be barrier-free showers where you can just roll right in. And so architects love challenges, and so designing for these special needs has been a pleasure, and we know everybody, parents and son alike, are going to be very happy here. Chris Arrow, Nautilus Architects, Old Lyme, Connecticut.